today's guest is definitely the tallest guest I've ever had in the studio and also the most handsome foreigner we ever had here in Taiwan.
Team captain number 15, Viktor.
First of all, welcome to Taiwan.
Thank you very much.
Second of all, what are you doing here and what brought you to Taiwan?
I mean, it's an easy answer, but yeah, playing basketball. That's the main reason I'm here.
And just in case no one have been following the basketball scene here in Taiwan, you are coming from the Swedish national team in basketball to play basketball here in the T1 league. How does that work? Like, why Taiwan? How did you end up here?
I mean, like every player out there have an agent who works for you to find teams in, I would say, all over the world. Not only in Sweden, not only in Europe. Everywhere you want to go, every player got an agent. So yeah, basically my agent found this, and I was intrigued and ready to try something new after 14 seasons in Europe.
That's like 70 years in basketball years.
Yeah, more or less. It's a long career so far.
How much did you know about Taiwan before your agent like give you the phone call then?
Zero. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know anything. I mean, I knew it was in Asia. I knew it was, let's say, outside China. But more than that, basketball-wise, for sure, I didn't know anything. Like zero. As a country, yeah, I mean, it's Asian. That's all I knew, basically. I'm not gonna lie. So right away when he came up with it, I started Googling, and I know I was gonna go to Taipei if it was gonna happen. So at least I was gonna go to like a capital city, the biggest city. It should be like nice, but regardless, I've been in so many places where basketball took me by myself, where I played, and also with the Swedish national team when we go around and play different tournaments and stuff like that. So for me, it's just Asia I never really seen or I never really been to, except vacation in Thailand. A new step and a new thing to see in my career also, besides just playing high level basketball.
So you played professional basketball since you were 17?
Yeah, 16. I played one year in Sweden professionally. I mean, in the highest league in Sweden, and then after that, I left for Italy when I was 17.
Wow, that's crazy. So where have you been? Like, where has your basketball career taken you so far?
So I started in Italy. Then I stayed there for 7 years. Went home for a quick visit back home, played a couple months in my hometown. Then I went to France, stayed there for a little bit more than 2.5 seasons. Then the COVID hit, and I decided to stay home and play with my brother in Sweden. After that, I went to Romania, then I went to Netherlands, and now I'm here in Taiwan.
How long have you been here now, first of all?
2.5 months, I would say. I came like mid-September, something like that. Yeah, so 2.5, 3 months. I would say a little bit like I expected. I haven't done that much yet. I've been really focusing on myself and focusing on basketball, trying to get in my best shape and just trying to help the team win games, basically. So I didn't really see that much yet. I didn't really do that much. I haven't really been sightseeing. I've been a lot of focusing on myself lately. So the little things I've been seeing, yeah, I would say it's like I expected, but it's really nice. Way warmer than Sweden.
Yes, you like t-shirts in like
yeah.
December now. It's very nice.
I barely have t-shirt in the summer in Sweden, so I mean, I'm here to play basketball, and that's what I'm putting first, But then one of the most important things for me is just to keep contact with my friends and family back home, and especially now with the 7 hours difference that we got, it's harder for me, or it's harder for them as well, to find that time, because when it's nighttime for me, it's their work day.
And should also say, you were the MVP of the Swedish basketball league as well when you played in Sweden.
Yeah, I had a really good season that year. It was... Thank you.
That is very impressive.
But we lost the finals, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that season anyway. We lost in the finals. So
sorry that I brought up.
No, it's okay. No, we lost in the finals. We had a great season.
And now you're playing here in Taiwan in T1 CTBCDEA.
Yeah.
It's a lot of letters to remember. And it goes pretty well so far. You're top of the league.
Yep.
How is the difference between either like Sweden and Taiwan or like any other of the European leagues and Taiwan? Is there like a different type of like how basketball is played, or maybe like outside of the court, like how just the organizations or any type of differences?
For sure, there is some kind of Europe-based basketball. If you compare Europe to the NBA, it's a big difference in how basketball is played. But here it's, it's different. But I would say the biggest difference for me is everything around the games, and how it's a lot of show around it, which also makes it more fun. But it's a lot of stuff going on around the game. Like before the game, there is this show that somebody's dancing, then the cheerleaders is coming, then somebody's singing, So it's a lot of stuff around the game. And that's what I would say is for me that I see as the biggest difference.
How is it in Sweden? I've been to a few like basketball games here, so I recognize the cheerleaders you're talking about. How is it in Sweden? You just like you show up, you play, and you go home?
Basically.
Okay.
I would say some teams, they try to have a show. Some teams are making it better. Especially lately, I would say they do it better. But basketball is not so popular in Sweden still. So for them to put a lot of money and a lot of investment in other stuff than the basketball, I would say is not always worth it. But it's getting better. I would say the last couple of years been better. The Swedish league is getting better. The national team, both ladies and men's, been playing really good lately. So I would say basketball is still growing, and one day will probably be way more people at the games.
I have to ask, this is like the most common question, I'm sure. How tall are you?
202 centimeters. So what is that? It's probably like 6'7.5", 6'8", something like that.
So like over 2 meters.
Yeah.
You said you played in Netherlands.
Yeah.
And now you're playing in Taiwan.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have more of a benefit playing in Taiwan. I would just go with the stereotype that Taiwanese basketball players are still shorter than Dutch basketball players.
Let's say 10% of people or 5% of people in Taiwan who is tall, all of them play basketball.
Okay, yeah, that's
so regardless of how many percent, I'm joking, of course, but like the players usually, I would say in every country, if you're tall, somebody will probably try to put you in basketball. If you don't have a basketball family, or if you don't start basketball for other reasons in school or whatever it is, probably somebody will find you in the end and try to put you in basketball just because you're tall, because in many aspects that help you, in the game of basketball.
Every single time you go along the riverside here in Taipei, like there are basketball courts and baseball fields, like all over, and there's like always people playing, and there could be like like old grandpas who's like 80 plus playing with like great grandkids that are like 5, they can barely walk but they know how to dribble a basketball. Has that and whereas in Sweden, I would say the only time I've seen basketball being played is like at school, like 1 hour per day maybe, if the soccer field is taken already. Has that given do you see any special like skill sets for Taiwanese players, or is there any different ways of like the tendencies that they might have compared to like European players on the court?
No, not really like that, because at the end of the day, I've been playing in the highest league everywhere I played. Every player is, I would say, have different aspects of the game where they are better or worse at, like for me, I'm better at this or I'm better at that, and every player out there is working on their game all the time. That's basically what you do. You live in the gym. I mean, you're a basketball player, that's your job. Okay, it's what I love. I get paid to do what I love, but at the same time, it's still my job, and all this time that I put in to just get better at my game is what everybody else is doing there as well.
Coming back here to is your first couple of months here in Taiwan, if you, for example, would be traveling with your team down to like Kaohsiung, how does that whole thing look like? Like when do you start going down, and would you have like time to like explore Kaohsiung like outside of that?
Not really. We take train. If it's a further trip like down south, we take a train. We come there, we practice, and then you usually have afternoon, night, depending on when we leave, to eat or get ready for the day after. So I wouldn't say you have that much time, and especially us playing probably 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you don't really have time during that day either. So it's that night you can go out to eat maybe, then it's time to sleep to get ready for the next day for the game.
So there's a possibility then to see 10, 14 super tall basketball players if you take the HSR.
I mean, everybody in our team is not super tall, but
oh no,
no, we have some players that are short. It's different positions,
But you are 202 centimeters and you're a small forward.
Yeah,
there must be a bigger forward.
Yeah, then there's power forward and centers, but I would say our team is not crazy tall. I think our tallest guy is 2'8" or 2'10" probably.
It sounds crazy tall to me.
Yeah, but I'm saying, this Tainan Ghost Hogs, they have 2 guys who's 230.
230?
Yeah. If you compare 230 to me, 202, I'm like a midget.
That's crazy.
They are 230, both of them, and probably weigh around 130, 140.
They don't even have to jump to dunk then.
No.
No.
They touch the rim. They touch the rim standing up.
That's crazy. How does that feel because I mean they must make you feel short.
Yeah, I feel I not only short, I feel small,
You feel
like
small,
really
that's
small,
great.
and I never feel small. Like I'm not the biggest dude in the world, but I never feel small, you know. And I usually feel tall, and but next to them. But this is also my first time in my career I played against big guys like that. I played against big guys before who are like maybe 210, 215 and 120 kilos, you know, like really big guys. But these two guys are on a different level. They are huge.
Well, yeah, I mean, you already make me feel small for the first time like ever in my life, basically, you know.
Yeah, no, they are huge. But it's fun also. I mean, it's a different challenge.
How does your future here look like right now? Is it like season by season, or how much far ahead can you like actually plan your life?
1 season deal. So yeah, I'm planning until the end of May.
End of May. Okay.
That's for how long I'm going to be here. Probably win another championship with the DEA, and then afterwards it's summertime again, and up to my agent to find a new job. You know, in one kind of aspect it's fun because you get to see new places all the time, and you get to see, new people, new places, and everything. But it also put a lot of stress that you're always starting from a new beginning every year. You know, it's different, and it depends what kind of person you are and how do you want it, how do you like to do it.
I hope you get to stay here. At least you get to see like all the main things here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Especially Xiaoliuqiu is like the Swedes' favorite. I would say it's like a little island outside of Kaohsiung.
Oh, okay.
Where like you can like snorkel, scuba dive, and
Okay.
see like sea turtles. It's like sea turtle guarantee.
Okay.
So that's like as a fellow Swede to another.
I definitely want to try because after this season, I don't know if I'm coming back or not or whatever will happen. So I definitely want to do and try as much as I can while I'm here.
New Year fireworks from Taipei 101.
Yeah, I heard about the fireworks. So
Yeah.
that's definitely something. I don't know honestly how our schedule look with practice and stuff like that, but it's definitely something I wanna check out.
Yeah, for sure. And I will definitely be there, and I think you will be quite easy to spot.
Yeah.
So if anyone
depends how many other basketball players are there. You know.
Exactly. So who knows? Maybe if you're also around Taipei 101 for New Year's, maybe you can get a glimpse of maybe 2 tall Swedes here in Taiwan. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.